Pay attention, this is located in Japan. The Japanese person in front of you is holding the famous bear paw. This unique type of meat is banned in many countries. But in Japan, you can find such fresh bear paws in any slightly larger chain supermarket. According to the label, this bear paw weighs about 2 pounds. It can be preserved for a whole year when frozen. The local people's cooking techniques for bear paws mainly come from the methods of our ancient classical dishes. First, the bear paw is boiled in hot water for about 5 minutes. Then, it can be quickly pulled out and deherred. This thing is not just any ordinary meat. The entire deherring process must use a special tool to clean the bear hair bit by bit. After a series of crazy operations by the Japanese, the bear paw is roughly processed. However, there are still many fine hairs in the gaps or on the surface of the bear paw. So next, the Japanese will use a blowtorch to carefully burn every inch of the bear paw. According to the methods of our classical dishes, using fire to burn off the hair is the best way. After the tedious deherring process, the Japanese will put the bear paw back into the pot and add some green onions and a small amount of ginger slices to remove the bear paw's odor. After an hour of pressure cooking, the bear paw can be taken out and prepared for detailed bone removal. The reason why the Japanese do not prohibit the use of bear paws is fundamentally due to their abundant local resources. Don't think that Japan is just a small island country. In fact, a large number of black bears live in the northern regions of Japan. Although the use of bear meat is legal within their territory, the behavior of using bear paws is still supervised by the local government. To taste the unique texture of bear paws, the rough outer skin of the bear paw must be removed. Whether in ancient times or in modern myths, many people say that the left paw of the bear is tastier than the right paw. The reason is that bears use their left paw to eat honey. As for whether the statement is accurate, we really cannot tell. After all, fish and bear paws cannot be compared. In real life, it is not an easy task. Even the local Japanese people cannot afford the high price of bear paws. Next, the Japanese will put the processed bear paws into a special broth. It is said that this broth uses more than 30 kinds of ingredients, including some precious ingredients or meats. After simmering on low heat for an hour and a half, the bear paws can be taken out and prepared for cutting. From the appearance after cooking, it indeed has the style of the legendary bear paw dish. After adding some broth, the texture and taste are elevated to a higher level. From the state of cutting the bear paw, it feels very tender. To be honest, it is somewhat similar to the common braised pork. As for whether the taste is as legendary as it is said to be, that is not something an ordinary person can reveal. However, in the eyes of wealthy Japanese people, it is just like cutting and eating a top-grade steak.